Welcome to Watch Dogs 2. Today Marcus is Crustpunk, or possibly Nigger Wave. Bear with me for a sec while I win this bike. Holy shit, this one is gold medal, 12 minutes and 30 seconds? What the fuck kind of race is this? Well, I'm sorry everybody, this is gonna be quite a thing. Okay, well this is really cool at least. Holy gosh. Oh no. I don't know how you're supposed to ride a bike in these conditions. Dangerously is the answer. Wow. Okay, let's get rid of this music, it is not simpatico. And let's get going. So this looks fraught with potential. There is the potential to go fast in cool settings. Is it like a race all around San Francisco or something? There's also the potential to wipe out in a number of ways. I seriously cannot believe half of the race is 12 minutes. But I'm really enthused to find out. This is the final motocross race, right? This one wasn't unlocked until I'd done all the others. I assumed it would be cool. I didn't realize how cool. Yeah. So, you could totally hack people during the race if you really want to. If I had competitors, I'd try and, like, run them off the road or something. But I don't. It's just me and the clock. Alright, what can I talk about for another 12 minutes, or 11 minutes at this point? Unless I crash. Well, there is, of course, the option of talking about Watch Dogs 2. Apart from the graffiti or squeegee missions, it's a good game. I like it. I'm going to keep playing. I'll try to record only interesting things such as final bike races and major missions because it's a huge freaking game. But I will also be playing it a bunch in my spare time, I think, and doing random side bits, as they are basically all enjoyable. The graffiti stuff is fun too, like climbing to high places in the world, but it isn't exciting. It takes a long time, and it is silly. So we won't be seeing much of. Oh no. Okay, thankfully there's a special affordance at this race. The other motocrosses didn't do that. They didn't give you the option to magically reset your bike. Presumably, someone at Ubisoft thought that a 12.5-minute race was not feasible otherwise. Wow, someone's left a car all the way out here. Not sure why. Just get out of my way. This is kind of cool as heck. I would totally like to be a daredevil cross-country motocross racer in real life. I'd die though, like very quickly. It wouldn't be good for me, but I would enjoy it briefly. Oh, okay, back on track here. Let's talk about what makes the game actually different from Watch_Dogs. Basically, it's the characters and story premise, which are a large improvement. That's a reason why the weird writing and presentation of the graffiti thing turned me off, because I had already grown to expect better of the game, basically. It's not brilliant writing or anything, it's not, you know, it's not a story, it's a committee game, it's a big open world game. But the tone is the single biggest difference. The fact that they made several characters who like being around each other. Basically, a bunch of kids who got drunk on the beach and went, you know, fuck the man, fuck the system, let's just do this, man, and then actually go out and do it. That's cool, right? That's so much better than getting revenge for having accidentally killed your niece. It's hard to overstate the degree to which one of those things is more entertaining in a video game than the other one. This is fun. So the gameplay is like improved a little bit, right? It's definitely improved. I really love the cranes, and the driving is better also. And the hacking is expanded in a way which means you basically don't have to use guns at all. That's great. It is improved. The gameplay was decent, and it's now improved to be good. And the tone of the game is infinitely better. I don't crash into this thing? Probably not. Probably not meant to crash into that. Let's get on the road temporarily. So that makes all the difference, you know. The kind of the premise of the game is vastly improved. The gameplay is somewhat improved, and that takes it from being, and that is enough to take it from what was an overall awful experience to a really good one. This is, you know, probably the best open world game that isn't named Saints Row of the last couple of years. I don't know, what open world games have there been? What do you count? I certainly like this better than I did GTA 5. What counts as open world? I don't know, I am not able to enumerate those off the top of my head. Well, that wasn't a very convincing point. Ultimately, it doesn't have to be. The thing is, the game has engaged me enough that I view the prospect of an unexpected 12.5-minute motocross as like a joyful thing. Like I was like, oh yes, good news, fantastic! I get to ride a bike for 12.5 minutes. So that was unexpected, but pleasant. This is some nice terrain. I like the way the color quality of the sunlight is changing throughout the day. Don't like the way I just caused damage to that property. That's not very American thing to do. Well, no, okay, property damage is immensely American, but owning property and suing people for damaging it are also immensely American, so what I'm saying is Marcus had better watch out, basically. It's, yeah, if there's one interesting hole so far in the storyline, which doesn't bother me exactly, but it interests me, I would like to know more, and I worry a little about it. Who is Marcus Holloway? Right, so there's a little bit of backstory on him, which you pick up in bits and little conversations. I've talked to a couple of people. Before DedSec, he was a Oakland citizen who was like a skilled hacker who was unfairly suspected for crime by the predecessor to CTOS. But who is he? Who did he know in his former life? What did he do for a job? He's very good at stealing and, you know, throttling people with a bike chain. Was he in fact innocent of that original crime? Like, what did he do in life? Is he a student of some sort? He's not very old. What is his background? What's his family? What are his friends? He seems like kind of a cipher, right? And while being a cipher is absolutely, preferable to Aiden Pierce's elaborated story of horrible parents and so on, it's still, I don't know, I would appreciate knowing more. We know more about all the other DedSec characters' backgrounds than we do about Marcus, actually. Well, possibly you, the viewer, don't, because you might not have seen all those little conversations and things, but yeah, I feel like he is the least fleshed out character in the game, except by what you get from playing it, which is, you know, big. But basically it is like he's a sort of a friendly nerd who doesn't like invasion of privacy. Which, okay, I mean, that makes perfect sense in the context of the game, but it's not very deep, is it? I don't know. It's interesting. I hope that at some point there will be interesting things to come with respect to the character of Marcus Holloway. I won't be too surprised if there isn't anything like that at all, but it wouldn't surprise me. It would be an acceptable trade-off. Okay, back on the highway. We've got to be a little bit careful here since we're sharing the road. I wish all these people would get off my road. I'm saving some hacking mana for my remote control car capabilities, because those are potential lifesavers in this situation. Like if someone is just about to crash into me, I can, you know, knock them out of the way a little bit. Man, this really is a race all the way around the bay. A tale of two bridges, I guess you go across both of them. Here is a bridge right now. Technically, right now, I'm just doing the same thing as all the other people on the road, except that I'm breaking the speed limit. But what they don't realize is that, unlike them, Marcus is actually a daredevil, illegal motocross racer or whatever. Which is a good reason to be breaking the speed limit, and therefore, it's fine. I guess when I envisage myself in real life as a daredevil motocross racer who dies very soon, that's not a necessary component of the experience, by the way. This is not ideation. I just expect it would be the inevitable result. Anyway, when I envisage myself, I admit that I think of myself as somehow a non-illegal motocross daredevil. Like, I would not want to break the road rules. They are there for good reasons, and I think that if you're reckless on the roads, many people die. The road toll is real. So I would appreciate, hypothetically, some sort of safe daredevil environment. to be provided, which wasn't, you know, as the sort of recklessness which harmed other people. Not sure that's feasible to go with the aesthetic I've got in mind. It might be asking for a little too much. But if you do not have your eyes as big as the sky, you will not be able to swallow it up into your heart. It's probably a proverb. Alright, coming into the home stretch, arguably, in that there are only 2 minutes remaining in the... Oh shit, I thought that was a jump. It was a car. Oh, that hurt chances. Anyway, coming into the home stretch in that there are only 2 minutes remaining in the race, which means that if I have been on par, which I'm not quite sure I have, then around 2 minutes from now I should be seeing the finish line. So this is the second bridge of the Tale of Two Bridges. I'm just going to digress for a moment here. This entire thing has of course been pure digression, but allow me to digress from the digression. A Tale of Two Bridges, right? So that's a ref, you know, it's a reference. You get the ref, or possibly you don't, in which case, you know, go and read Dickens. But why is it that things have to be named like this? Like if you're making a chapter title in a video game, for example, or a novel, or the subheading of a legitimate journalistic article, people reference things as if it was... I'm not going to say as if it was clever, right? Because it is in some sense recognized as clever. Cleverness is a societal construct. And like, I am not immune to this. I see names like Tale of Two Bridges, I, like everyone else, I go, heh. Right? Just imagine the noise like, heh. And I think, that's funny, or whatever. Why is it funny? Why do we do that? Anyway, I won the race. Hell yes. That makes a pretty good bracket for an episode, doesn't it?